You have my email.
I think 3 people are working their way up.
Very much for joining us. This is the press conference on the Middle East and
Report that we're issuing today, but in the country conversations that we're having now.
The oil exporters in the Middle East and North Africa as a group, their oil export revenues fell by almost $400 billion, $390 billion to be precise, in 2015 compared to 2014. And this year, 2016, they're going to see a further drop in their oil exports between $100 and $150 billion additional, depending on where oil prices settle for the year.
Today are updated assessments for the economic outlook for the Middle East. If you think about spillovers, refugees is the one.
When you look at the GCC countries, they're of course heavily dependent on oil. So for them, the impact of lower oil revenues is most marked. And so you see for them, their budgets have gone into a deficit. This year, there'll probably be a deficit of about 11–12% for them. Their balance of payments has gone into a deficit as well. And growth, which held up a little bit last year because they compensated for lower oil revenues by drawing on their assets. This year, you see a drop in their growth numbers to below 2% from over 3% last year.
In 2014, shifted to a big increase in their fiscal, try to continue to support the economy. And that's why.
For the MENA region as a whole, there's a difference in the outlook between the oil exporters and the oil importers. The oil importers in the region are doing a little bit better this year after 3 or 4 very difficult years when they were going through political transitions, high price of oil. Now they're being helped by the lower price of oil and also by the difficult reforms that they made. So now you see growth about 3.5% for them overall, and next year might be a little bit better again, but it's quite uneven. So it's not the same for all countries.
To employ the young nationals that are coming into
the GCC countries and the oil exporters more generally face one immediate challenge, which is to try and balance their budgets closer to the new reality of lower oil prices. Oil prices are likely to improve from where they are, but they're not going to go back to the figures that we saw in 2013 and 14 for a long, long time. So this means that many of them have to cut back spending. They also have to try and raise revenues outside of the oil sector.